Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. Well, the story of Chishimba Kambwili and its twists and turns continues. So he has returned to Zambia from Zimbabwe. There were speculations whether he had proceeded to the UK, if he had a UK passport. He had dual citizenship between Zambia and the UK, but it turns out he only has one passport, a Zambian passport. So once it was confiscated, he couldn't proceed to go anywhere else. So he was stuck in Zimbabwe throughout this period that people have been asking to say where his whereabouts. And this is how his story has played out. So this was posted both on the Patriotic Front. Pretty much all media houses have posted this like an hour ago. So Dr. Chimba Kambwili admitted at Mainasoko Military Hospital in critical condition, following the lawyer Mr. Kennedy Mambwe, Mr. Chama Chola, and Haizala Tembo's engagement with the Department of Immigration in Zambia by way of letter dated 31st January 2024 to have the passport for Dr. Chimba Kambwili released and subsequent failure to get the positive feedback. It was agreed with the immigration officials in Zimbabwe to facilitate for him to come back to Zambia and sort out the travel arrangements to South Africa for medical treatment. Dr. Kambwili consequently, based on his lawyer's advice, surrendered himself to the immigration authorities in Zimbabwe, who brought him back to Zambia on the 8th of February 2024. The Zambian immigration authorities afterwards facilitated for the travel to Lusaka, where he is now admitted at Mainasoko Hospital, a bit in a very critical condition. The family for Dr. Kambwili has since engaged government to evacuate him to South Africa for treatment. So Chimba Kambwili is back in Zambia under those circumstances. And then he's getting an appeal from people that you do not expect. It seems like everyone that has come in contact with Chimba Kambwili or heard of his condition from someone that has seen him seems to be appealing to say he's in a bad state and he needs attention. So Chifetayari felt the need right after it was announced that Chimba Kambwili is back in the country. Chifetayari put up this post. So he says, I appeal to President Hakainde Hichilema and all Zambians to forgive Kambwili. He is our own man. Let's just forgive him. Take him as he is. It is unbelievable to hear that Chimba Kambwili has been deported from Zimbabwe, which is under a regime that is uncomfortable with the leadership of President Hichilema. This should be a big lesson to most of us facing various charges in courts. I can assure you that even Kaiser Zulu will not last in the bushes of Congo. He will come back. Without any doubt, Kambwili faces serious offenses besides the breach of bail and bond conditions and trust of president and all those that intervened for him to seek medical services outside the country. Kambwili also issued statements that were inflammatory, deceptive, and ingratitude to the government and other people. Honestly, it is bad. It is bad. Can it be any worse than this? After after you mess up, then you even cast aspersions. That's what Chifetayari says there. Then you are deported back to your country. However, for one, I want to plead for Kambwili that please let us understand and tolerate him. He is our brother. Bali Rufianya, he messes up. Yet he is our very own big coward. Let's not let him enjoy good health. He is not enjoying good health. Bakambwili vakwati vafayo kwakufwira. He says it's like he wants someone to blame for his death. Let the government not take blame, because when one dies, people forget anything wrong that a person did. Instead, they even cast as accusations on the innocent. Therefore, I pray that the government tags Jack Mwimbu na Hakainde Ichilema. Let not the blood of this man be on your head. He already has enough cases to give him sleepless nights. Don't give him more. Tavakosa is not strong. I am not saying Wakambwili is dying. I might even die before him. But you just never know. So it's better to stay clear. I honestly feel bad for him. But please spare him. So and then he tags it the public lawyer. So this situation keeps on going on. Everyone keeps on appealing to the president to say, President Hakainde Hichilema better clean up his hands off this case, to say, let Kambwili get the medical attention that he needs. And then the other parties that his family has offered to say, if there's need for him to travel with police officers, and he keeps on insisting he wants to go and attend to his medical personnel, the people that attend to him in the UK. He knows his medical condition, so he wants people that have prior knowledge of his condition. And so it only makes sense that the government facilitates that under their conditions, yes. But him being taken to India or South Africa, and when his family insists that let him go to the UK, even if it means carrying security personnel from government with him under their own cost, it would only be right for that to happen, because if he dies, this case changes its course. And in as much as the UPND might not have anything to do with his condition and his how it plays out, but if he dies, everything falls in favor of him and the PF and the Edgar Lungu camp. They can spin that propaganda as they wish. So the easiest way for the president to clean his hands off this case is simply ensure that he gets the medical attention, and then he comes back. The fact that he's come back to Zambia, in as much as people are thinking he would not come back, it only gives to say he's in a bad state. Let him get the medical health attention, and let that thing play out how it may. But at the moment, if anything happens, you can even see how this plays out. And the government trying to clean their hands off that will be a dicey issue, because you can see Mark Sumukwe, this is the UPND consultant. He put up this post to say life is precious. We shouldn't play around with his life like that. So this was put up in the news diggers. Yes, this is good to have conversation to say he's playing around with his life because he's still alive. But if he dies, Zambians, I can assure you this falls in favor with Edgar Lungu's camp and Emmanuel's propaganda. So I would advise the UPND government to just ensure that he gets the medical attention. Yes, under that condition with their security personnel, and then he comes back and faces the music of the law and everything he actually has in court. But otherwise, at the moment, it's not looking good. But in other news, Mtale Mwanza has been off the grid pretty much from the start of this year. She's been facing a lot of health issues. But when the news broke out, people were just assuming it's one of those publicity stunts that she does, and it did not take her seriously. So she put up this statement just at the beginning of the year. So press statement for immediate release, 4th February 2024. Miss Mwanza's health has been affected by severe sores that have penetrated the inside of her left eye, leading to discomfort, pain, and swelling, and temporary loss of eyesight. Doctors have advised her to avoid using cell phone, laptops, television, or anything that may cause much light into the eyes. Prior to this, Miss Mwanza usually suffered from migraines due to her workaholic nature. As management, we understand that Ms. Mwanza is a public figure who is loved and celebrated, but recent reports have caused panic and concern from friends and supporters and family members. The doctors will continue to monitor her health We therefore ask for privacy during this time, and please remember in your prayers. Thank you. This was issued by Kelsey, Mwanza's manager. So comments on this particular post were mixed. People are thinking it's just another publicity stunt and anything else will play out eventually. So that was on the 4th when she put up that post. This is like the 9th. Eventually, Mwanza decided to go publicize the video. So she's put up this video showing the people to say, the situation is dire. So if you can see, I'll show you the video later on, but you can see from that. Let me play the video and then I'll read you that. So this was posted just a couple of seconds ago. My eyesight has been restored and I'm healing well. Social light, Mwanza has revealed. And then this is the video that she put up with regard to that. So for anyone that was doubting, you can see the condition was bad. So this is a healing process, and she decided to put up this post. And then there's a caption that comes with this particular video. I'll read you the caption. So she said, I might as well show you this so that you guys tend to believe. And this is after she's healed. It looks very serious, as you can see from that. So what came with that particular video was this statement. So she says, my sight has been restored and I am healing, and I want to thank all of you for your prayers and love and calls and messages. Thank you for the medical personnel who worked tirelessly to ensure that I received the best medical care. I will do a more specific thank you post in the coming days when I am stronger. I took this video myself to show you myself that I am healing. Kelsey will probably kill me for this. That's the lady that made the statement earlier on during the year. So the manager says Kelsey will probably kill me for. Yes, will probably kill me for this. It's just an analogy or something in that nature for this, but I needed to show you myself that I'm a work in progress and I am not dying anytime soon. I've been left with scars and I am weak, but if I be a child of God, I will emerge stronger than before. Thank you all for the love and support. I appreciate you. So that's a statement from Mwanza, with a video accompanying that. Obviously, people's sympathy changed in this particular post. Anyone that was skeptical now, like, whoa, we did not know this is how bad the situation was. And then after seeing her put up this particular video that I showed you a couple of seconds ago, which is on her page, people are sympathetic, pretty much giving emotional support, prayers, and everything, and she's responding to that. So that's a situation with Mwanza. But the Chishimba Kambwili saga continues. That's not the end of it. That's his wife and him right there some time back. This is not photo. This is not recent. And yeah, so Edgar Lungu tried to go and see Chishimba Kambwili right after he came in the country. So this was put up on the Patriotic Front page. So they say, Edgar Chagalungu blocked from seeing Chishimba Kambwili. As they block ECO to see Chishimba Kambwili, Ministry of Defense says they will not allow politicians and other members of the public to see Patriotic Front member of the Central Committee, Chimba Kambwili. This came in light when Zambia's 60th President Edgar Chagalungu came to Mainasoko Medical Center to see Kambwili. Authorities led by Mainasoko Medical Hospital commandant stated that the delegation of President Lungu that they've been given strict instructions to restrain access to Chimba Kambwili. Kambwili was brought back to Zambia under unknown circumstances from Zimbabwe. He was driven straight to Mainasoko Medical Center. So Edgar Lungu stepped out immediately to go and see Chimba Kambwili, but as you can see, based off that, he was blocked. So he decided to divert and went to the Namibian embassy to write in the book of condolences because, as you are aware, the president of Namibia has died. He died a couple of days ago. And Edgar Lungu decided to, after he was blocked from Mainasoko from seeing Chimba Kambwili, he went there to sign in the book of condolences there. So, and then these are some of the pictures that he wrote from, he got from that particular interaction. So ECL mourns with Zambia's 60th president, Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, today signed a book of condolences for the late Namibian president. President Lungu held the late president as a Pan-Africanist who promoted the interests and the cause of SADC and Africa. He also held the sound bilateral relations between Zambia and Namibia. Zambia hosted the liberation movement of SWAPO, and after independence, Zambia's professionals helped, such as Honorable Mkondo Lungu, helped to set up the civil service in Namibia. President Lungu was accompanied by Emmanuel Mwamba and former Minister of Mines, Richard Musukwa. So those are the pictures. This came after Edgar Lungu was blocked from seeing Chimba Kambwili, so they went to the Namibian embassy. So this is the handwriting for Edgar Lungu. He says, "My condolences to the people of the Republic of Namibia on the passing of the great son of Africa, President," and then he writes his name. "He was a great man in life and is even a greater man in death. Namibia, SADC, and Africa have lost a big generation are remaining now. Personally, he was like personally, he was a brother to me. He was a father, not a brother. He was a father to me, and I will mourn him as long as I live. He told me that Namibia and Zambia to him was just like one country. We are one people, fellow Mr. President." Signed by Edgar Chagwa Lungu. So that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Chimba Kambwili's wife and everything else. Other news that is making headlines in the papers. This is a statement made by Cornelius Banda. He says UPND is a one-term phenomenon. This is why opposition parties are creating an cross-cutting national movement, a cross-cutting national movement. So yeah, and then other news say apologize HH Todd. So this is regard to the Barroso statement that the president had made earlier on, which hasn't sat well with the people of Western Province. While this Emenda loses bid to stop Archbishop Parik Banda in the Lucifer case. If you remember, the Secretary General for the UPND, Emenda, had called Archbishop Parik Banda a Lucifer. So he was trying to block that case from taking place in court, but it seems like it hasn't gone his way. The case will proceed. We are Barroso and not otherwise. Ngambela makes that statement. So this Barroso issue is not going anywhere anytime soon. It keeps making the news. Things are bad. We know this is government statement, but joy comes in the morning. We will recover. So government says. That's the news, ladies and gentlemen. This is my YouTube channel. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, you click on the notifications to get the notifications of every video that I upload. I try to upload every week, sometimes every day of the week, but definitely each week you expect a video. So make sure you click on the subscribe, like this video, and there's much more on the playlist. So visit the channel and see you around.